Rafe tells Steve about Kayla's concerns about EJ's past haunts. Days of Our Lives, DOL, spoilers for Tuesday, December 24th indicate that Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, will hear some personal news from Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, who may express some worries about how his new employment conflicts with Jada Hunter's, Elia Cantu, duties at the Salem Police Department. Jada was unhappy that Rafe had ruined Sean Brady's, Brandon Beamer, opportunity to interrogate Hattie Adams, Deidre Hall, before she hired a lawyer, even though he had driven her to the police station. Rafe might be concerned that he would have a gloomy Christmas this year because of Jada's outburst. But Steve and Kayla Johnson, Mary Beth Evans, have spent a lot of time in the doghouse together. Steve might be able to offer some guidance that will enable Rafe to mend fences and resume his vacation with Jada. According to Days teasers, Kayla will talk to Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, and become apprehensive, probably regarding her daughter's romantic life. Kayla should be able to detect that Stephanie is not over Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, despite her pretense to the contrary. Additionally, Kayla might start to worry about how much time Stephanie has been spending with Philip Kyriakis, Jean-Paul Lavoisier. Kayla might feel like her daughter is on the run and setting the stage for additional heartache, regardless of whether she receives updates on Philip and Stephanie's kiss. Later on, Kayla and Steve would focus solely on their romance and put aside their concerns about other people's issues. According to Day previews, Steve and Kayla will share some adorable moments while sharing Christmas kisses. On Tuesday's DOL episode, EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerriegel, will continue to vent about his unexpected guest to the DiMera mansion. EJ was upset to see someone at the door and demanded to know what the hell this person wanted. What if Arnold is at the door? We know that in the upcoming episodes, Galen Gehring will be playing Rafe's doppelganger, Arnold Feniger. Given his appearance, could EJ just think it's Rafe right now? It makes sense that it will be Arnold because, according to Days teasers, an old acquaintance is going to cause problems for EJ. Since Arnold pretended to be Rafe in a 2011 DiMeras plot, EJ might come to believe that Arnold is back and prepared to wreak havoc. Stay tuned for more predictions on all the chaos that is building, as Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that EJ will soon have a lot to deal with. Days of Our Lives, EJ's past haunts, Kayla's alarm bells, Rafe's bills to Steve. As the holiday season approaches Salem, tensions are rising, relationships are tested, and secrets from the past come to light. In this thrilling installment of Days of Our Lives, Rafe Hernandez's clash with Jada Hunter, Kayla's growing fears for Stephanie, and EJ DiMera's unexpected visitor promise to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Rafe confides in Steve. Rafe Hernandez's life has always been a balancing act, but the addition of his new job outside law enforcement has added a fresh layer of complications. On Christmas Eve, Rafe confides in Steve Johnson about the recent tensions between him and Jada Hunter. Their latest spat stemmed from Rafe's decision to deliver Hattie Adams to the police station, inadvertently derailing Sean Brady's interrogation plans. Jada's frustration with Rafe was palpable, leading to an intense argument that left Rafe questioning the stability of their relationship. "I've been in the doghouse more times than I can count," Steve quips as he listens to Rafe's concerns. He offers sage advice, humility, patience, and a heartfelt gesture might be the keys to mending fences with Jada. Steve reflects on his own experiences with Kayla, emphasizing that love often requires navigating rough waters together. "If anyone knows how to salvage a holiday gone wrong, it's you," Rafe admits, encouraged by Steve's wisdom. This heart-to-heart sets the stage for Rafe to make amends, though he knows winning back Jada's trust won't be an easy task. Kayla's alarm bells ring. Meanwhile, Kayla Johnson finds herself worried about her daughter, Stephanie. Over the past few weeks, Stephanie has been spending increasing amounts of time with Philip Kyriakis. Though Stephanie insists she's moved on from Alex Kyriakis, Kayla senses there's more to the story. During a candid conversation, Kayla gently probes Stephanie about her feelings. "Mom, I'm fine," Stephanie insists, but her evasive demeanor tells a different story. Kayla's maternal instincts kick in as she recalls seeing Stephanie and Philip share a tender moment at the Brady pub. Could this be a rebound relationship destined to end in heartbreak? Kayla's worries deepen when she learns about the kiss that Stephanie and Philip shared. The memory of Philip's tumultuous past and his ongoing struggles with mental health only heighten Kayla's concerns. As much as she wants to trust her daughter's judgment, Kayla can't shake the feeling that Stephanie is setting herself up for disappointment. Later, Kayla confides in Steve about her fears. "I just want her to be happy," Kayla says, her voice tinged with worry. Steve reassures her, reminding Kayla that Stephanie is strong and capable of making her own choices. Their conversation leads to a tender moment between the couple as they exchange holiday kisses and vow to focus on their own happiness for the time being. EJ's past comes knocking. Over at the DiMera mansion, EJ DiMera is blindsided by a surprise visitor. When the doorbell rings, EJ opens it to find someone he never expected to see again, Arnold Feniger, the doppelganger who once posed as Rafe during a DiMera family scheme. "What the hell do you want?" EJ demands, his voice dripping with disdain. Arnold's smirk suggests he's come to Salem with an agenda, though his intentions remain unclear. EJ's initial confusion quickly turns to fury as he recalls the chaos Arnold caused years ago. As the memories flood back, EJ's frustration mounts. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild his reputation and position within the DiMera family, and the last thing he needs is a blast from the past threatening to unravel everything. However, Arnold seems to delight in pushing EJ's buttons, hinting at secrets he might reveal if his demands aren't met. The tension escalates when Chad DiMera arrives home and finds EJ in a heated argument with Arnold. "Who's this?" Chad asks, his curiosity piqued. EJ brushes off the question, insisting it's a private matter. But Chad's instincts tell him there's more to the story, and he quietly resolves to dig deeper into Arnold's sudden reappearance. The fallout begins. As the evening unfolds, Rafe takes Steve's advice to heart and surprises Jada with a romantic gesture. He decorates her apartment with twinkling lights and prepares a homemade dinner, hoping to reignite the spark between them. Though Jada is initially wary, Rafe's sincerity wins her over, and the two share a heartfelt moment under the mistletoe. At the Johnson household, Kayla and Steve enjoy a rare moment of peace, exchanging gifts and reminiscing about past Christmases. Their love for each other serves as a reminder that even in the face of life's challenges, there's always room for joy and gratitude. Back at the DiMera mansion, the tension between EJ and Arnold reaches a boiling point. Arnold drops a bombshell, revealing that he possesses incriminating information about the DiMera family's dealings. EJ is left reeling, knowing that Arnold's return could have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. Looking ahead. The events of Christmas Eve set the stage for an explosive holiday season in Salem. Rafe and Jada's relationship faces new challenges as they navigate their personal and professional lives. Kayla's concerns for Stephanie hint at a brewing love triangle that could have dramatic consequences. And EJ's confrontation with Arnold Feniger promises to uncover secrets that will shake the DiMera family to its core. As Salem's residents come together to celebrate the holidays, the undercurrent of tension and intrigue ensures that this Christmas will be anything but silent. Stay tuned to Days of Our Lives for more drama, romance, and surprises as the story unfolds. EJ's past haunts him. EJ DiMera has always been a polarizing figure in Salem. Whether he's playing the doting father, ruthless businessman, or conniving schemer, EJ is no stranger to drama. However, his carefully constructed world begins to crumble when a ghost from his past resurfaces, threatening everything he holds dear. It starts innocently enough. A letter arrives at the DiMera mansion, addressed to EJ in a handwriting he hasn't seen in years. The envelope bears no return address, and the contents are equally enigmatic. It's a photograph of EJ in his younger years, standing beside a woman whose face is partially obscured. Scribbled on the back are the words, "We both know what you did. It's time to pay." EJ's initial reaction is to brush it off as a prank. After all, he's made plenty of enemies over the years. But as the days pass, more reminders of his past begin to surface. A set of cufflinks he lost decades ago mysteriously appears on his desk, and an old newspaper article detailing a scandal from his time in Europe is slipped under his door. EJ's cool facade starts to crack as he realizes someone is deliberately targeting him. To make matters worse, EJ's behavior doesn't go unnoticed. Nicole Walker, who has been cautiously optimistic about their rekindled relationship, senses something is amiss. When she confronts EJ about his recent mood swings, he dismisses her concerns, insisting he's merely under pressure from work. But Nicole isn't convinced. Determined to get to the bottom of things, she starts digging into EJ's past herself. Meanwhile, EJ's paranoia reaches new heights when he receives a cryptic text message, "Meet me where it all began." He knows exactly what the sender means, a secluded villa in Italy where he'd orchestrated one of his most elaborate schemes years ago. With no other choice, EJ boards a private jet, leaving behind a trail of questions and suspicions. Kayla's alarm bells ring. While EJ grapples with his past, Kayla Johnson finds herself embroiled in a mystery of her own. As Salem's resident doctor, Kayla has seen her fair share of strange cases, but nothing quite like this. A new patient, a woman named Lydia, arrives at University Hospital with symptoms that defy explanation. Lydia is disoriented, her speech slurred, and her memory fragmented. She claims she's being followed, but her pursuer is someone no one else can see. Initially, Kayla suspects a neurological condition, perhaps a rare form of dementia or a severe mental health crisis. But as she delves deeper into Lydia's case, she uncovers disturbing details. Lydia's medical records are incomplete, and the few entries that exist suggest she's been treated at several different hospitals across the country, each time leaving abruptly under mysterious circumstances. Kayla's instincts tell her there's more to Lydia's story than meets the eye. She enlists the help of Marlena Evans, hoping her expertise in psychiatry can shed light on Lydia's condition. Together, they begin piecing together a narrative that points to something sinister. Lydia's fragmented memories include mentions of a powerful man, someone with ties to organized crime and a penchant for controlling those around him. Though Lydia doesn't know his name, Kayla's alarm bells go off when she hears Lydia describe the man's distinctive accent. It's eerily similar to E.J. DiMera's. As Kayla and Marlena debate whether to confront EJ, they're pulled into a web of intrigue that links Lydia's plight to a larger conspiracy. Marlena's own history with Stefano DiMera, EJ's father, makes her cautious. Could Lydia be another pawn in a DiMera game, or is she a victim of someone else entirely? The clock is ticking as Lydia's health deteriorates, and Kayla knows she must act fast to uncover the truth. Rafe spills to Steve. Across town, Rafe Hernandez is grappling with a secret of his own. As Salem's police commissioner, Rafe is used to handling sensitive information. But what he's discovered about E.J. DiMera has shaken him to the core. During a routine investigation, Rafe's team uncovered evidence linking E.J. to an international money laundering ring. While the trail is circumstantial, it's enough to warrant further scrutiny. Rafe initially plans to keep the investigation under wraps, but the weight of the secret proves too much to bear. He confides in Steve Johnson, knowing Steve's history with the DiMeras makes him a valuable ally. Over beers at Brady's pub, Rafe lays it all out, the suspicious transactions, the offshore accounts, and the shadowy figures who seem to be pulling the strings. Steve's reaction is a mix of disbelief and determination. He's no stranger to taking on the DiMeras, and he's more than willing to help Rafe uncover the truth. But Steve also urges caution. The DiMeras are notoriously ruthless, and going after EJ without solid evidence could backfire spectacularly. Together, Rafe and Steve devise a plan to gather more information. They decide to keep their investigation off the official record, knowing EJ's influence could compromise their efforts. Steve reaches out to his network of contacts, while Rafe focuses on monitoring EJ's activities in Salem. As they dig deeper, they uncover a connection between EJ and a series of high-profile disappearances that have stumped law enforcement agencies across the globe. The threads converge. As EJ's past catches up to him, Kayla's alarm bells grow louder, and Rafe's investigation gains momentum. The stage is set for a dramatic showdown. The turning point comes when Nicole discovers EJ's secret trip to Italy. Unwilling to be left in the dark, she follows him, determined to uncover the truth. What she finds is a man tormented by his past, standing face to face with someone he thought he'd never see again. Back in Salem, Kayla and Marlena's efforts to help Lydia lead them to a shocking revelation. Lydia's mysterious pursuer is none other than EJ's former associate, a man presumed dead but very much alive. This discovery forces Kayla to confront EJ directly, demanding answers about his connection to Lydia and the danger she's in. Meanwhile, Rafe and Steve's investigation takes a perilous turn when they uncover evidence implicating EJ in a larger conspiracy than they'd anticipated. The duo realizes they're not just dealing with financial crimes but a network of corruption that could shake Salem to its core. A climactic confrontation. the final act unfolds in dramatic fashion. EJ returns to Salem only to find himself ambushed by Nicole, Kayla, and Rafe. Each armed with pieces of the puzzle, they demand the truth about his past and the danger it poses to everyone around him. EJ's defenses crumble as he's forced to confront his demons and the choices that have led him to this point. In a shocking twist, it's revealed that the woman in the photograph and the orchestrator of EJ's torment is someone from his past who has been manipulating events from the shadows. Her ultimate goal? To bring down the Demera Empire and expose EJ's darkest secrets. As the dust settles, Salem is left reeling from the fallout. EJ must grapple with the consequences of his actions, while Kayla and Marlena continue to piece together Lydia's story. Rafe and Steve, though battered and bruised, remain committed to uncovering the full extent of the conspiracy. One thing is certain, Salem will never be the same again. And for EJ Demera, the past is far from over.